just think of random dirty stuff. I like dirty stuff.
Oh. Well, that's a
I
great way to
mean,
start the stream. I like dirty stuff.
well, I mean, it keeps you interested.
Yes, it does.
Hickory dickory dock. Hickory dickory dock. Guy sits on my cock.
Oh God.
And vice. Well, hold on, because they usually do the clock struck one, so it's like hickory dickory dock, guys. And vice versa.
Eh.
Get it? Because it's both. Because we both fucking. Okay.
Yeah.
This is our lives, folks. I basically make dirty jokes and he laughs hysterically.
Yep.
This is exactly you people think, gee, I wonder what it's like behind the scenes. It's exactly like it is on stream.
Yeah.
If not gayer, to be honest.
If not gayer, and oftentimes Andrew is not watching Drag Race while I'm reading.
I'm not watching Drag Race. What are you talking about?
What's on your TV?
Who says my TV's on?
Is it
Did
on?
I say my TV? No.
That's your lying voice.
No.
Oh, jeez. The visual
No,
rendering on my Google Chrome tab on my laptop is really weird. Huh. Whatever. Anyway. We really need to set up a promotion script.
A promotion script?
Basically a bot that's in the chats
yeah, but
that
it would
we
only
have,
work.
or...
Well, yeah, but the problem is it would really only work for yours and mine. I still have to put it in Mel's, Cat's, 10-minute gamers, retro millennials.
Well, I was about to say, maybe I could launch it on my laptop, and then it would just do that from my account.
I mean, I don't mind doing it. It's my job.
I guess.
It's my job, man.
Yeah.
Where's 10-minute gamer? Oh, they change their profile picture so often. I don't remember which one is theirs.
Excuse me.
And just like that, you're going back in the freezer.
Aww. Like the
Oh,
shake that I drank a little too fast, honestly.
Yes, dear Lord.
I didn't think it was that loud, but then again, I have big headphones on.
Yes, and as I could hear you, it was very loud.
Sorry.
It was just random.
Oh, jeez. My diaphragm already feels a little weird from all the sucking through a straw of a thick shake. Just...
Yes, sucking straw. Sure, that's what we'll call it.
What do you think I was doing?
I don't know, honestly.
Fair enough. I did tell you I was eating dinner, but like...
Well, yeah, but I don't know what you could have been doing, and... You could have been doing anything, or anyone.
Well, let me tell you, it was not doing anyone.
Promise?
I do.
Okay. Alright, put your screen on. I'm done with my promo.
Okay. Call, share screens, window, VLR, there we go. Okay, I feel as if I've seen this warehouse before. Wait, you've been here before?
I don't know. Perhaps I haven't been here. Only somewhere very similar.
You mean the Floor A warehouse?
Perhaps.
Hmm.
Ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Dun dun dun. What the hell?
Someone else must have opened one of the AB gates.
Before we got back?
I imagine they don't care what happens to the rest of us. That would be the most logical explanation.
So, Dio.
In any event, we should return quickly.
Yeah. Let's get going, guys. There's only auto. I will leave it on auto.
Sigma?
Where's Tenmyoji's team? Are they not back yet?
Nope. We were the first.
Then wait a little longer before you open the AB gate.
It wasn't us. I tried to stop him, but...
Come on, it's not like when we open the door really affects the matches, right? It's cool.
Yes,
no,
it does,
it's
Dio.
not cool.
Your team returned quite early, Dio.
Yes,
Did
it
your
did.
investigation go smoothly?
I guess.
Which room did you guys go to?
The treatment center.
Ah, treatment center. How is that different from the infirmary?
There were these pod things. Look, just go see for yourself, alright? I don't feel like explaining it.
Hmm?
You took something from the treatment center, didn't you?
Huh? What are you talking about?
you did. I saw it too. After we opened the safe, you grabbed something out of it and put it in your pocket. Show us what you took.
Get away from me!
Clover shoved her hand into Dio's pocket and began to dig around.
Oh my.
It should be
Clover's
in
a
this
thirsty
one.
bitch.
Let go!
Never. Before Dio could push her away, Clover found what she was looking for.
His dick.
No.
I knew it!
I know, but...
An injection gun? The label on the vial says neostigmine. What's this stuff for?
I don't know, but I feel like I've heard that name before somewhere.
That
Give
smile.
it back! I found it, so it's mine.
You sure about that? Well, with a desperate lunge, Dio managed to grab the gun back from Clover. Before she had a chance to protest...
Have any of you seen Quark? Anyone? Please!
Uh-oh. Quark? Did something happen to him?
We found a pantry on the other side of the red door, but after we left, he just disappeared.
We've looked everywhere, but we can't find him.
You think he's lost?
Don't you think you're being a little optimistic there? Come
What?
on, that little jerk's probably dead by now. We've already found one corpse, right?
What the hell is wrong with you?
Everything.
Could you? Why would you say such a horrible thing?
Whoa, simmer down there. Just saying it's a possibility.
Well, even if it is, we should all be looking for him. Especially because it would give us information on the killer, maybe. As we began to file out, I saw Alice staring intently into the corner of the warehouse. It seemed strange, but for Quark, But looking for Quark was my priority. Yeah, he turned and headed toward the magenta door. Ugh. Quark! Are you in here? Guess not. Damn. Let's try 4B then. We can just do auto. That's all we can do. Ding. Tenmyoji's team took the red door. They probably already searched that area pretty thoroughly then. Maybe I'll try the blue door. The rec room. Maybe he's on the bunny. That's a little optimistic, admittedly. No. Quark! Where are you? Oh, ellipses. He's not here either. Where the hell did he go?
Ah, Sigma. Any luck?
No, nothing. I can't find him anywhere.
I see.
What about you? Never mind. If you'd found him, you would have said something already.
Indeed. I went to the treatment center, as well as the Floor B warehouse, but he was not there.
Oh well. Let's head back to the Floor A warehouse.
Good idea. Perhaps the others have had more luck.
Will, did you find him?
Sorry. We couldn't find him anywhere.
I see.
Are the three of you the only others to have returned?
Yeah, we're it.
I'm guessing you guys didn't have any luck either?
Yeah. No clues or anything.
That dead inside
I don't
smile
get it.
will never
With
stop
this many
creeping
people
me
looking,
out.
it seems like we'd be able to find him pretty fast.
Quark is only a child. It's possible he's become trapped in a small enclosed space.
Well, wouldn't we at least be able to hear him calling for help?
Yeah, you're right.
Quark.
Tenmyoji's shoulders slumped. He looked old, much older than he had when we'd met. I could see tears glistening at the corners of his eyes. For just a moment I saw in them all of his pain, fear, and despair. And it felt like someone had put my heart in a vice. How nice. I didn't realize I made a rhyme there. Then Dio appeared and the mood suddenly changed.
Hey! You guys, come here! What are you
Dio?
standing around for? They're in the crew quarters!
What?
Just come on!
Oh, familiar.
No!
How?
Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off.
Ellipses. There was a roaring in my ears. Breathing? Heartbeat? But my footsteps sounded muffled as if I was hearing them through layers of cotton. I pressed a shaking hand to Alice's neck. Her skin was still warm, but the only pulse I felt was my own. Just auto. Forced myself to swallow the stinging lump in my throat and turn toward Luna. Unlike Alice, at first glance she seemed unharmed. I saw a red mark near her jawline. Nearby on the floor sat an injection gun. I already knew I would find, but pressed my fingers to her neck and waited. Nothing. They're dead.
My God.
What on earth happened here?
That bastard killed them!
Who?
Whoever it was that killed the old lady in the AB room.
You're saying this mystery person killed Luna and Alice too?
Maybe only one of them was supposed to be killed, but the murderer had to kill the other to keep them quiet.
Possibly.
Or perhaps they killed one another.
Maybe.
Luna stabbed Alice in the chest, after which Alice attacked her with the injection gun.
That's pretty far-fetched.
Far-fetched. Would have worked if it had been other people, but...
Look at Alice's clothes. No sign of a struggle. I don't think they fought.
I mean, Alice doesn't wear that much in terms of clothes, so it would be kind of difficult to see that there was a struggle. Except for the fact that her boobs would probably be showing. Because of what little she has covering them.
Then were they killed somewhere else and then brought here?
No. If that were the case, there would be much less blood.
I guess that's true.
Whatever the case, we have too few clues to figure it out right now. We'd all separated to look for Quark. Any one of us could have done it.
You mean the killer is one of us?
Do you think there's someone else in here?
Not likely. Well...
Do you think that Zero Sr. killed these two, as well as the old woman?
Oh, give me a break! How can you just sit around here talking?
We're speculating!
No point in making a fuss.
Are you fucking kidding me? One of us is a killer. I can't think of a better reason to make a fuss.
You do realize you're the most likely suspect, don't you?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
You wait until the rest of us have gathered in the warehouse. Then you kill Alice and Luna. You pretended to be the first to find them and...
Are you saying I did this?
That's only just clicking in your head?
I'm just saying it's a possibility. You don't need to get so worked up about it.
Can't you skip this? I feel like we've been here before.
No, just auto.
If no vote is
weird.
So if you don't vote, your choice is to ally. I guess that means Luna's vote will be ally.
Yes, it does. Perhaps that outcome is what the killer was after.
They killed Alice and Luna for that? Who would Luna's opponent be?
Quark and myself.
One person is missing and the others bought the farm. I'd say this old fart's the most suspicious one here.
You want to say that to my face?
Yeah, you killed her so you could get a few more points in the AB game.
Are you an idiot? How do you explain Alice? She's playing against Kay, not me!
Not quite. Even without his partner Alice, Sigma will still be able to cast a vote as he wishes.
Then maybe that's why Luna died. Maybe they meant to kill Sigma, but something went wrong and they...
True. I suppose that is a possibility. But we are engaging in pure speculation here. There is little to no evidence to support any of this.
Well, we should probably head back to the warehouse.
We should take their bracelets with us then.
Huh? Do they really matter anymore?
Without their bracelets, some of us would be unable to open the secondary chromatic doors.
True.
You're pretty calm, pal. Too calm. You did it, didn't you?
A sterling deduction. I await your further insight. He wears a mask, therefore he is guilty, perhaps?
What did you just say? Are you fucking with me?
Yes! Knock it off. Is there really any point to arguing about this?
Agreed. We aren't getting any younger here.
No.
I apologize. We should return to the warehouse.
Alice.
Come on, Clover. We gotta go.
No! I'm not going anywhere. I can't just leave her here.
Clover.
If you don't vote, Dio might get out.
Huh?
He's got 6 BP right now. If you don't vote, you will automatically ally. And I bet my left arm he'll pick Betray. That'd be 3 points, which will put him at 9. Once he's got that, there's nothing stopping him from opening the number 9 door. I'll try and pick Ally, of course. But Dio's not an idiot. He'll try and stop me or get in my way somehow.
Dio will have 9 points?
What are you gonna do, Clover? If you stay here, you might be letting Alice's killer get away.
Fine. I'll do it. There's no way I'm going to let him get 9 points.
Good. Let's go.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex Game polling closes.
Okay. I took a deep breath and unlocked the AB room. No matter how hard I looked for answers, all I found were more questions. Who killed Alice and Luna? Where was Quark? I wasn't in the mood to play along with Zero's ridiculous games, but at this point, I didn't really have a choice. I heaved a silent sigh and started toward the entrance of my AB room.
Sigma, what would you say to voting ally? I would reciprocate, of course. You have 5 BP. If we both ally, then you will gain 2 points, leaving you with 7 in total. Should you also cooperate mutually in the following round, you would gain another 2 points, bringing you to 9. Conversely, if you were to choose to betray me during this round, you would gain 3 points, for a total of 8. In other words, you will be unable to reach 9 BP until the round following this one. That being the case, choosing ally is the most logical choice.
Kay's right. True, but...
Doesn't matter if he's right.
How many points do you have? As I recall, you and Clover chose Betray in the first AB game. That means you should have 6 BP right now. If you betray me and get another 3, you could get all the way to 9 in this round.
Ah, yes, that is true. However, escaping as soon as possible is not my goal.
But you picked Betray in the first round, didn't you?
That was in the interest of my own safety. As I only had 3 points at the time, the prospect of losing 2 of them was very unsettling.
Yeah.
Now that I have 6 BP, I have some room for error.
Why wouldn't you want to get out of here as soon as you possibly could?
Of course I would like to, but attempting to do so would be unwise.
Why is
Isn't
that?
it obvious? If I escape on my own, everyone else will be trapped here forever.
Huh? What are you talking
Have
about?
you forgotten what Zero told us?
The number 9 door only opens once!
Exactly.
Once that happens, it's all over! It'll close for good after 9 seconds, so if you're not careful, you can get stuck.
I trust you remember now?
So if someone opens and it escapes...
Precisely. Did you not realize? Perhaps I shouldn't have said anything.
Hey, don't tell me you're planning to just leave us all in the lurch and take off by yourself now.
I would never do that. Consider the following. If I did manage to get to 9 points before anyone else, do you think the rest of our companions would allow me to leave? Especially knowing that, if they did, they would remain here for the rest of their lives?
Well, no, of course we'd stop you.
You see? Working toward leaving as a group is the most logical choice for me.
But he's also a giant metal man. He can just throw them off.
Ambidex Game polling closes.
But there's a human underneath that, right?
Our time
Yeah,
is
but
nearly
that
up.
doesn't matter. There's still a giant hulking robot suit.
How strong is said robot suit, though?
It's a robot suit.
I trust you will choose wisely.
Yeah, of course. You too. Ambidex time!
Yes.
30 seconds.
Kay had made up a compelling argument, but I still had to make my choice. Would he really choose ally?
We had to make our choices.
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now, what are we to do? What are you going to do?
You're the one with the walkthrough.
Oh, suddenly the one with the walkthrough has to help out. He can't make a choice on his own.
I would, but then I would just be going nowhere.
Exactly. So, you know.
Well, at least there's a 50% chance that it would be.
Exactly. There's a 50% chance you'd go nowhere, and there's a 50% chance you'd go everywhere. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Dun 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 dun.
I'm putting you back in the freezer.
Aww. Please, please no.
Please, yes. Come on. Ugh.
I find it strange how the YouTube time counter is already at 27 minutes, whereas the time on OBS is 26 and a half.
We like rounding.
No, but it's a second by second counter. I don't get how that is like that.
Because it does.
I don't know.
Alright, let's do this. You're going to outtray.
Altray?
You're going to ally betray.
Going to betray?
Yes, we're going to betray.
I feel bad.
I don't. We do what we must do, especially even though he does say that he wouldn't do it. You can't help but take into consideration that he might just betray you.
Results will be
It's a tiny possibility, but it's a possibility nonetheless.
Results from round 2
Results
of
from
the
round
Ambidex
2
game
of
will
the
now
game.
be displayed. Please
And let's see what we've got.
Betray, betray, betray ally, betray, betray. Oh, so he did.
Told you.
Fair enough.
But now look who has 9.
Quark!
It's an interesting thing to think about.
So you picked betray.
Leading to a draw, it would seem.
You don't feel bad about it or anything?
I could ask the same of you.
Fair. Okay, yeah, I guess that's fair.
I had thought that you would choose ally.
If I had, then you'd have 9 BP now, wouldn't you? Nice try, but I'm not gonna let you get out of here that easy.
As I told you before, even if I were to reach 9 BP, I would not necessarily leave immediately. I might choose to wait until everyone else had also reached 9 BP.
Yeah, well, I considered that. Didn't seem likely.
You do not trust me.
Well,
no need to apologize. Trust must be earned in a game like this.
says the guy who told me to trust him so he could betray me.
Indeed. Clearly, I don't deserve to be trusted.
The honesty is refreshing, but that's not really the brightest move. No, it's not.
This is the same kid who was doing on the bunny.
Yeah. Kay is such a strange person. I'm entering
Oh,
more and
this-
more the
I'm
more I
just-
see of K.
He's stranger. Just wait till they get rid of the mask.
Oh boy.
So you chose Betray too, huh?
No shit.
You just picked Ally out of 9 BP right now.
Well, no shit.
Why on earth would I have done that?
There's no way Clover would have chosen Ally when you had a chance to betray her and get to 9 BP.
Are you an idiot or something?
Yes, he
Bunch of
is.
smartasses.
And you're a dumbass. So you chose Betray?
Of course. Luna's bracelet is already off.
That's
No
true.
risk of a penalty for her now.
That brings Quark's BP up to 9.
Are you worried that he might try and get out?
Well, if he were to do so, the rest of us would be trapped here.
Bet you're all pretty happy he isn't here right now, aren't you?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Nobody's saying that.
Maybe you aren't saying it, but I know what you're thinking.
No, you don't. You're not fucking psychic, Tenryoji.
Yeah, he's not.
I mean, maybe he has powers, but he's not fucking psychic.
Yeah.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the Star keys. The Ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
As many times as we want, huh? That means we can play the AB game over and over using these star keys, right?
So it would seem.
All right, well, where do we find them?
Beyond the next set of chromatic doors.
Oh? You found them already?
Yeah, that's right. I forgot to tell you guys. Take a look at the map. There are 3 white doors in the Floor B warehouse.
White doors, huh? Maybe that's where Quark went. The warehouse on floor B, you said?
Yeah, but you're not going to be able to get through them until they open. We've still got more than 80 minutes until that happens.
Damn.
We will need to form groups of colors that can make white.
Time we had a look at all our colors then.
Yeah, looks like they've been shuffled around again. Looks like I'm a blue solo.
I'm a magenta. Pear.
As am I.
You and me, huh? Better than Dio, I guess.
Definitely.
You say something?
What color are you?
I'm a green solo.
Oh god.
What's with the sigh?
Forget about it.
Oh god. No. poor
Oh,
Fi.
God.
She has to be with
Oh,
Dio
God.
again. I don't
Oh,
wish
God.
anyone to be with Dio.
Oh, God!
What about you two?
Cyan, pair.
I'm a cyan pair, too.
Alice and Luna's bracelets have changed as well. Both of them are yellow pairs.
Then what color is Quark? Well...
He's a red solo.
Mm-hmm.
In order to open the white doors, you'd normally need, say, red, blue, and green.
But solos can't group together, right?
That's why the pairs are magenta, yellow, and cyan. Magenta is a mix of red and blue. Yellow is a mix of red and green. Cyan is a mix of blue and green. So if you combine magenta with green, you get white. And so on.
I see.
Okay then. We just need to get to the floor B warehouse when the doors open, right? I'll be taking off then.
Where do you think you're going?
Anywhere that isn't here.
Fair enough, everyone else is probably gonna do the same.
Hanging out with a murderer? Doesn't sound like a good time to me.
Eh,
The guy who insists on splitting up is usually the first to bite it.
that's true.
What?
Well, then again, loners often turn out to be killers.
Both of those are tropes in murders, in murder movies.
Just what are you getting at, old man? You think I kill him?
Now, maybe,
Yes, we think
maybe
you
not,
killed them.
but you're pretty damn suspicious.
Well, you're of note. You might wind up the next dead, which would be nice.
You trying to start something, you
Yes,
wrinkle old
very.
piece of...
Hey, knock it off. We don't actually know which one of us is the killer, do we?
We have no evidence of that, no. But we do know that Zero Senior is one of us.
One of us.
And there is an excellent chance that Zero Senior and the killer are
One
one and the same.
Ooh.
Yep. Then why did he kill Alice and Luna now? If Zero Senior wanted any of us dead, he could have done it maybe way before this. While we were, I don't know, unconscious, for instance. What's the point of setting up this whole game just to kill off 2 of your participants halfway through?
Wait, then are you saying there's another person in here somewhere?
It's possible. I think it might be a good idea for us to all look for the killer.
Is that really a good idea?
It's a bad idea because of the fact that said killer is obviously a killer. They will kill you too, but
Kill. Ooh,
I wouldn't recommend
kill.
splitting up.
Murder my whole thing. What?
Well,
What?
We gain nothing by standing around here.
Yeah. I've
didn't
got to
say
find
that.
Quark, and soon.
If we're going to search, we should go in pairs this time.
How are we going to pair up then?
I'm not going with Kay. If he decides he feels like snapping me in half, there's not a whole hell of a lot I can do about it.
I'll go with anyone besides Dio.
Fair enough, Clover.
I don't want to go with Dio either.
Fine. He's hardly my first choice, but I'll take Dio.
Oh, Fi, you look so dejected.
What the hell?
Just figured that
What
this
the
way we don't have to
hell?
make this into a huge argument.
He's just like, what's wrong with me? And I'm like, you're Dio?
Yeah. My brother wanted to clone his brother's personality, or wound up cloning his brother and getting that persona probably a dozen times over, and thought that was a good persona. I have no idea, but okay.
Besides, I'm gonna be stuck with you once we go through the chromatic doors anyway. No reason to put it off.
Oh gosh, Fi, you seem like you're just accepting fate.
I will go with Sigma.
Okay. Oh yeah?
Would you prefer someone else?
No, I guess you're okay.
That leaves me and Clover as a pair then.
Yep.
Looks like we're all set.
We'll take the cyan door on floor A and the blue door on floor B.
All right? Clover and I'll take the magenta door and the red door.
That leaves us with the yellow and green doors then. Once we're all done, let's meet in the floor B warehouse. Alright?
Got it.
See you later then.
The infirmary. Ooh boy. There's no one in the infirmary. No Quark and no killer, at least as far as I can see.
Well, there is someone here, technically at least.
Yes.
The old woman.
Oh yeah. She was laying silently on the bed furthest away from us. If it weren't for the bloodstains on her chest and arm, her peaceful expression could have fooled most people into thinking she was just asleep. Though her chest isn't moving, of course. The blood had dried and darkened and now looked like any other stain. That was when I noticed it. Huh? Wait a minute. Look at her wrist.
It seems remarkably clean.
Yeah. For some reason, there was no blood on this part.
Maybe she had something on her wrist. A watch, perhaps.
A watch?
Yes, it was likely removed after she was killed. That would account for the lack of blood splatter on her wrist.
Yes, maybe as a way to keep us from finding out what time it was. A watch, huh? I don't know, it just looks kind of wide for a watch. That's true. Aren't women's watches usually thinner?
You raise a good point. Perhaps it was some kind of jewelry?
Jewelry? You mean like a bracelet or some? Of course! Why didn't I see that sooner? This is the same size and shape as our bracelets! Look, it's exactly the same width!
Then that would mean...
She was wearing a bracelet when she was killed. She was a participant just like us.
Are you sure? This old woman, a player in the Nonary Game.
Okay. Is something wrong?
Oh, no, nothing. If you're correct, then where did the thief hide the stolen bracelet?
Oh.
We were quite thorough during our earlier search, but I know that I saw nothing, and none of the others reported finding a bracelet either.
Reported? Then that means they've been holding on to it for this whole time. They probably still got it. Unless they managed to hide it really well later.
That would seem likely.
No, wait. If they'd been carrying it around, the sensors in the chromatic doors would have picked it up. Without the right combination of bracelets, the secondary door would never have opened.
So our suspect is not only a killer and a thief, but a skilled imposter as well.
What are you
After
saying?
killing the old woman, they put on her bracelet. In fact, it is entirely possible they are wearing it still. Yes, that would make sense.
Oh. So the killer's running around with the old woman's bracelet?
Yes.
And you're telling me they're probably wearing
Correct. Do you remember what Zero Jr. told us? Something about how the bracelet will come off if the wearer's heart stops. I don't recall but in any event, once the old woman had died, her bracelet would have detached, allowing the killer to easily collect it.
Why?
So that they could participate in the Nonary Game, I imagine.
What?
I suspect the killer was someone who was not originally intended to be a participant. For whatever reason, however, they were willing to go to great lengths to ensure that they were. To that end, they killed the old woman, who was one of the original participants, and took her place.
But why would someone do that?
That? I have no idea.
Ugh.
Certainly they must have a goal of some sort. You would have to be mad to choose to come here.
You would.
But as to what that goal is, and how the killer intends to achieve it, I'm afraid I do not have even speculation.
That's interesting.
Have you noticed something?
Well, there's blood all over the lady's arm except for right here. Since that's where the bracelet was, then the bracelet the killer stole should have blood on it.
Right.
But none of us are wearing a bloody bracelet.
Sigma, please tell me you're kidding. The killer would have, of course, wiped the blood off. Only a fool would walk around with a bracelet covered in blood.
So you're saying they cleaned it?
Yes. Have you discovered something?
Okay, I know how we can identify the killer.
Oh?
We just need some kind of some of that luminol. It doesn't matter how well they cleaned it. There should be some traces of blood left.
Aha, I see. That could very well work. We should have everyone gather in the rec room then. That is where the luminol was, I believe.
Yeah. First we need to finish looking for Cork, though. We still got the infirmary and everything beyond the green door. Once we're done with that, we can head back to floor B to meet up with everyone else.
Understood. Shall we go then?
All right. Hopefully we'll find some things.
Time to get the killers!
There's 3 doors here, too.
The same as what we found on the other side of the blue door. So it does. The center and rightmost doors both say open. Perhaps the layout here is different. That looks like a workbench of some sort. Very well. Oh, nothing. Yes. No, it was empty when I found it. Yes. I was thinking. Specifically, I was thinking about who opened this safe. No, that's unlikely. When we met up with Dio, he told us that he had been in the treatment center. The nameplate on this door says this is the Golem Bay, however. I believe that is the case, which, as you can see, is why I was puzzled. If Dio, Phi, and Clover did not open this safe, who did? Yes, there was another unlocked door, wasn't there?
Hi, Nina.
This is the room that Dio visited. An excellent question. They must be the treatment pods Dio mentioned. Shall we open it? What? Hold on, Sigma. Calm down. Look at his chest. Can you see it moving? What a relief. I'm so glad to know he's safe. Perhaps Zero Senior took it off? I have no idea. This pod is for medical treatment. Perhaps Quark has contracted some sort of illness. Well, how would I know that? In any event, we should return and let the rest of our companions know that we found Quark. I imagine Tenmyoji in particular will be pleased. No, I believe it would be best to leave Quark here. As I mentioned, there is a chance he has fallen ill. If so, then removing him from the pod would be dangerous. The treatment he is currently undergoing could be compromised. I'll close the pod's cover then. Is that all right? What do you mean? He'll be fine. I noticed a lever inside that can be used to open the cover. So long as no one locks the pod, he should be able to leave whenever he wants. Yes, that is what I said. But you needn't worry. You see, I have not engaged the lock. Now, we should return to the Floor B warehouse. I imagine the others are already there.
You're late.
You're one to talk. How much earlier did you get back again? I'd be surprised if you searched at all. Yeah, Clover and Tenmyoji still aren't back.
So, find anything?
Yeah? Well, go on, spill it. I see. Well, that's good to hear.
Little jerk, making us all worried.
There is more.
And that is?
There is still some cause for concern.
Just spit it out.
Quark may have contracted an illness of some sort. As such, he has been left in the treatment pod.
Will he be alright?
Probably. Do you even...
Whatever, at least we found him. Pretty lucky he's alive, too.
What do you mean by that?
I mean what I said, genius. I'm glad he's not dead, aren't you?
As equivocal as ever, I see.
How kind of you to say so.
So, was Quark all you found? The way you were talking made it sound like there was something else. Two?
No, just the treatment center.
What do you mean, the other one?
Who could have opened it?
Don't look at me. I told you, we only opened the one that went to the treatment center.
Could it have been Zero Senior? So did you and Kay go through the other door? What was in there?
It appeared to be some sort of room for servicing something.
That doesn't make any sense. So what the hell was whoever opened that door looking for?
Tenmyoji and Clover are running rather late. Should we go and look for them?
It's never easy with you, is it?
Well, let's get it over with. Huh.
This is the rec room. Dio and I came here earlier when we were looking for Quark.
So why are we here?
Was there something here you needed to see?
Whoa, whoa, what is this? You gonna start telling ghost stories or something? You're kidding me, right?
Our bracelets?
What do you mean by that? I know what you mean. What I'm asking is what the hell you think you're...
Should I also participate?
This okay?
Ugh, cold. What the hell, man?
That leaves only Dio.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Why do I have to do what you tell me to? Oh, like hell you are. I don't know what you're looking for, but you're not gonna find it on me. No! You don't get to order me around, I have rights!
I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Dio. Right!
Don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
Let me go! Get off of me, you fuckers! No! You don't understand. This is all some kind of... a mistake. Shit!
What's going on here? I think it's about time you gave us the full story. So the person with the bloody bracelet would have to be the person who killed her.
Alright, fine. You caught me. I did it. I killed the old bitch and took her bracelet.
Are you Zero?
No. I was under orders. I was sent here to do... something.
Who gave you this order?
I'll die before I tell you. Whoa, whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I killed the old lady, but that's it. I don't know anything about what happened to Alice and Luna.
Tread carefully, Sigma. This man is not to be trusted. He has already shown he is willing to lie and kill.
Come on, I'm telling the truth. You gotta believe me.
Even if we do believe you, you're still a killer. You just haven't killed as many people.
Exactly. He should be restrained somehow. If we leave him be, he may well kill again.
Is there a room we can lock or anything?
Ah, perhaps we could put him in one of the treatment pods. Once we've locked it, he should be unable to escape.
Hey, wait! I'll be good, I promise. Come on, please. Hey, listen to me! Don't fuck with me, you guys. There's no way in hell I'm going in that thing. Let go! Let me go! God damn it! I told you assholes to let me go! You can't do this! Stop! Stop! Please stop! Please! No, you can't! Ah!
Open this fucking thing! I said open it, goddammit! Ugh! You're gonna pay for this! When I get out of here, I'm gonna fucking end you!
Now all that's left to do is find Clover and Tenmyoji.
Why don't we head back to the warehouse and start from there? They may have already returned.
Let's go.
Perhaps they went to look for us.
How much time until the white doors open? Then I don't think we really need to hurry yet. Why don't we wait a little longer? For all we know, they're on their way back right now. By the way, there was something I wanted to ask you guys about. Yeah, Quark's bracelet. When we found him in the pod, he wasn't wearing it. Why?
Presumably, it had been taken off before we found him.
So we have no idea where it is. I see. That's not good. Without that bracelet, we won't be able to continue the game. We need 3 bracelets to open the secondary door. If we lose one... Yeah.
Quark's bracelet should be a red solo. That would mean he'd be with the cyan pair.
Clover and Tenmyoji?
The 2 people who are missing.
Quark's bracelet is gone, and his 2 teammates have disappeared. Well, if they found Quark before you did, yeah, there's a good chance they did.
Perhaps they've already gone through the white door. Perhaps someone opened one of them. I don't know, but it's happened before. Remember the 3 doors on the other side of the green door? Someone made one of them open. Perhaps this is the same thing. Yes, I know. But if the person opening the doors is Zero Senior, do you really think the rules matter? Zero Senior controls the entire game.
So are you saying Clover or Tenmyoji is Zero Senior?
It is a possibility. It would explain why they still haven't shown up.
Could they really have taken Quark's bracelet and gone through one of the white doors?
So I would assume.
Okay, I'll stay.
Sigma and I will go see if we can find them then.
Make sure you get back 5 minutes before the door opens, all right? Oh, and don't forget to bring Dio with you.
So it would appear. When we started looking for Quark, they were sent off to search everything beyond the red door, which would have meant this room. Very well. Oh, no. Well, I would enjoy a drink, but this mask... Well, actually, I did remember a little. Yes. My father.
I mean, to be fair, he did say his father, so maybe he was having a lapse of when dad, dad, did you remember your dad did? You know? See, maybe that was it. Maybe Sigma was trying to tell a dad joke because he thought Kay would get it. Exactly. Yeah,
Please,
exactly.
Don't joke. This is serious.
See, I told you. See, I told you. What did I tell you? Don't listen.
Yes.
Ah.
I don't seem to have one. Well... I was raised in the facility where my father worked. He was the only person who worked there, which meant he was the only person I saw until I was older. That had been the situation for as long as I could remember, though, so I never thought it odd.
Well, I can do this. You know, emotion network. I mean, you don't want me doing this? I could read it. Give myself something to do. You know, give myself something to do for 5 seconds. Okay, I go ahead. Here I go. In 3, 2, 2.5, 2 1/4, 2 and what's after 2 1/4? 2 1/16. No. You know, I was gonna say that, and then I thought, no, that doesn't sound right. You're the math genius, not me. Once I learned to read and write, I began to realize that my situation was not normal. Many of my books mentioned a mother as part of a family, and in several, the mother, father, and children would eat meals together and talk to one another like a normal family. Thank you. Soon I found myself longing for a mother of my own. That's what we call an Oedipus complex. Someone who would be with me or who would scold me if I did something wrong. Oh my, he wants to be scolded. At night they would read to me before bedtime, and if only I had a mother like that, I thought, I would be so happy. So for the first time in my life, I asked my father for something. He had finished working, and as usual, was making his way towards his bedroom when I stopped and asked him for a mother. Well, I was going to say he had to be taught he was able to read and write at this point, so... yeah. Somewhere around that. He looked at me silently for a long moment before finally responding, "She's dead. I mean, okay." I remember to this day how happy I was at that moment. A few months later, he called me into his laboratory. It was at this time the first time he'd ever done anything like that. My heart was beating quickly as I stepped inside. Standing next to him was a young woman, and my hopes soared. But when he said her name, or rather, her ID number, they were dashed. Aw, sad baby K. He had given me a robot to play the part of a mother, so we're just gonna ignore the little bunny doll that looks strangely like... yeah. Yes. Anyway, I didn't want a mother that was just a machine who did what a human told her to. When I told my father that, he looked surprised for the first time in my life. Then he frowned, coughed, and admonished me for being a whiner. He never scolded me before for anything. At first I was surprised, then angry. Hot tears streamed down my face. My father ordered the robot to take care of me and shoot us out of his lab. The robot was very convincing, and she smiled and spoke as if she were a real person, but I refused to answer her and locked myself in my room. You can talk to a robot and it will respond. But in the end, you're still talking to a machine, not a person. If that was what I had wanted, I'd still had the education software my father had given me. When I ignored the robot as it tried to take care of me, it looked sad. I couldn't really be sad, of course. It was only programmed to look that way. The robot's facade of sadness didn't mean anything to me. After that, I stopped expecting anything from my father. We'd never really spoken to begin with, so it was easy enough for me to make sure we never saw one another. I lived my life as if he didn't even exist. Perhaps it seems strange to you that I continued to live with him, but I never considered leaving. Perhaps in the hidden depths of my heart I longed for a relationship with my father. Just move to Alabama, you'll get your relationship. I'm always here to make it dirty, folks. That's why you love me. Everything changed when I... What? You know you love it. See, he goes, anyway, he doesn't want to acknowledge me being dirty. Everything changed. But I don't like the moment of silence. I'd rather have you speak. Speak, Ubu, speak. No, you're not. But speak, guys, speak. What? What would I do? I do my best here, you know. I like making humor. Humor is good. Humor is... Ugh. Learn. Don't you... Well... That sounds like... Well... You might be sitting on something. Everything... No, not that. No, there you just went but you went like it raised up an octave. So it was like ooh. You know, it went up an octave. It was just like click. Anyway, everything changed when I was 18. I left my room one morning to find a woman standing outside of it. She was the first human I'd ever seen, apart from my father, and I was understandably surprised. For a moment I thought my father had created a new robot, but when I told her that, she laughed and explained that she had come to help him. As it turned out, she was a very mysterious person. She was much older than I was, but something about the way she behaved was almost girlish. She would tell me stories about the world outside in such a way I was never sure if she was telling the truth or making fantastic lies. Ultimately, though, the truth didn't matter. I loved her stories. She wasn't helping my father directly with his research, so I spent most of my days with her. Before long, I discovered she'd known my father when he was very young. She told me stories of how he'd fallen in love as a younger man. Boy, I almost read that as he had fallen in love with a younger man. I mean, yay, gay pride, but I was like, oh. And I began to imagine... I mean... It could be an extra 20, it could be an extra... Yeah, he's like... Excuse me, I've fallen in love with an embryo. And I began to imagine that the person he had fallen in love with had been me. I mean, her. He knows he wants it. And that she was, in fact, secretly my mother. After she settled in with us, our long-established routine began to change drastically. First, we started to eat together. Before then, I'd never even shared a meal with anyone in 18 years. Dear God. I mean, he could have eaten, but he may not have ever shared a meal. She scolded me for my table manners, or lack thereof. If I was going to eat with the others, she said, I would need to be more polite. Having eaten alone for my entire life, manners never been something I even thought about. See, that's why Alabama's perfect for him. My father got into trouble, too, when he made the mistake of reading through research papers during dinner. Girl, don't fucking do that. The look of surprise and embarrassment on his face made me burst into laughter. Ha ha ha, you dumbass, Dad. I couldn't remember the last time I shared a laugh with my father. Probably 18 years? Yeah, exactly. It might have been the first time. Yeah, probably. The room we'd considered our living room changed too. Before, it had just been another room, but she made it comfortable. After we finished our dinner, I would sit on the sofa and relax with her and my father. Those were the times I cherished the most. Ooh, I feel like doing my Glinda voice for some reason. For a little while every day, I got the family I longed for ever since I was a child. I mean, to be honest, this sounds like stuff that Glinda would say. If she had a bad childhood or a good childhood, you know. To explain what I'm doing here, Guy and I like to read books to each other, and we sometimes, more me so than him, I like to do voices, and I'm back and forth between The Kitchen God's Wife and Dorothy Must Die. And in one of the prequel books, they have Glinda, and I personally just love doing Glinda's voices, very like Billy Burke and whatever the hell her name was from the Mad TV parody. Like a mix of that, and just very like, oh, Dorothy, if only I could help you. You know, that shit. He just wants me to shut up. At her suggestion, I started to help with my father's research. He specialized in genetic engineering, and I discovered I had an interest in it as well. Time faded away as I lost myself in research. Quite. Now that we were working and studying together, my father and I had a great deal to talk about. For the first time in my life, we began to speak with one another like a father and son. So we're just gonna, I mean, no offense, but like, yeah, we have the nice mother, we have the father and son, so we're just gonna fucking ignore the robot bitch? She's just sitting somewhere on a shelf like, those fuckers forgot about me. I mean, but I just feel like at some point, if she was still around, she'd be like, well, those fuckers forgot about me. Whenever I impressed him with something I learned or I felt a surge of happiness, and it drove me to study even harder. My days felt full, right, and meaningful, but most importantly, I was happy. Of course, it wouldn't last. 4 years... Oh, girl, I almost read that it's 40. 4 years passed in the blink of an eye, until one day I happened to overhear my father and the woman speaking in a laboratory. Their tone was serious, so I listened closer, curious to know what they were talking about. That was when I heard her say she planned to give her life to achieve their goals. It was clear she wasn't being metaphorical. She would have to die. I was in shock. The research I'd thrown myself would lead to her death? Just wait till you get to the... Okay. I'm just thinking, like, just wait till you get to what they're actually researching. I asked my father to stop his research immediately. He refused to listen. She agreed with him. She told me that she had been prepared for what she had to do since the day she came to our facility. My father had known about it from the beginning as well. Angry and disappointed, I began to investigate what exactly the research I'd been helping with was working toward. Perhaps I thought I could figure out a way to keep her alive. I discovered much more than I bargained for. To begin with, I learned that the ultimate success of my father's research would require a good deal of sacrifice. And I also learned that my own existence was just another part of his project. I had been created to function as my father's spare. If he died during his research, I was intended to continue it in his place. I was stunned. Stunned. I was furious with my father, and with her, and even the research I'd poured myself into for 4 years. There was one thing to do. Destroy the facility, and end my father's horrible research once and for all. I made plans to destroy the main reactor, and with it the entire facility. But she saw right through me. My father was livid and locked me into my room until his research was complete. All I could think of was how I might stop him. She did her best to convince me that I'd misunderstood and that everything would be fine. As much as I wanted to believe her, I remembered in the back of my mind that she had been the one who pushed me to become involved in my father's research. Had that been an earnest drive to give me something to do with my life? Or... Still, I couldn't bring myself to hate her. She had given me a reason to live. Even if she had conspired with my father to mold me into his replacement, the warmth she'd shown me had been real. She made me feel as if I had a real family, and that was something I wouldn't have given up for the world. I pleaded with her to leave, but she quietly shook her head. There was someone very special to her, she told me. He had saved her life once, and she felt her death would help repay that favor. Oh, never mind. I was about to say, and then I remembered, oh no, wait, we haven't discussed that on stream. Well, very special. Who could that be? She would have liked nothing more than to marry him and live a happy, normal life together. But she couldn't. For his sake, she said, and for the sake of the future she had wanted. Everybody's talking about the future. It's like, what's so great about the future anyway? Just, who wants a future? Let's go back to the past. Let's go back to the, 1800s and just, live as kings. I mean, it could be. Why? I mean, true, but not if you... I mean, What, you don't swallow silver? I mean, you don't swallow silver rings like I do? What? No? Okay. You don't eat silver and gold like I do? I thought everybody did that. I mean, and on occasion, if I'm feeling like it, I'll have a little bit of platinum, but that's only when I feel like treating myself. Oh. God, could you imagine, pissing out gold? I mean, it wouldn't, but, could you imagine, though? I mean, then you could give a literal definition to golden shower. Finally got him. It only took an hour and 40-something minutes. Hour 30 minutes. Oh, that was great. Okay. Huh? Of course he would. The orange monster, I'm sure, would love it. Anyway, for his sake and the sake of the future, she was determined to see my father's research succeed. I was voted in high school most likely to succeed. Get it? Because I suck dick. And I realized, I think, I don't know, whenever, Carson Kressley told that joke, and I was like, wow, he told something clever for once. That's really funny. But then I'm thinking, it's Drag Race, so they probably just wrote that joke for him. I'm like, shit. I mean, because Drag Race writes a lot of stuff, but it's still funny. But anyway, I realized that although she was the most important person in my life, there was someone more important than me in hers. Yikes. She tried to explain that beyond what we could see was a future where no one would have to die, but I refused to listen. How much talking is there? I forgot, Kay has this whole... He's like, I love how Kay's like, I remember a little, proceeds to tell 20-minute long story. What good... I know. That's how it is a lot of the times. What good was a potential future to me? It was what I had now that I wanted. I don't know. I couldn't stand to think that she would give her life for a man I'd never even seen. So I shut myself off from the world. Perhaps that's why I lost my memory. Oh, we're finally done.
I'm sorry. I lost track of time. Not having any memories is less than desirable, but it could be argued that regaining them is almost more taxing. No, the details are still...
Yeah, I was about to say, so you remember almost a little, and then you remember almost everything. God damn it.
Especially more recent events. Sigma, I'm sorry, but would it be alright if I laid down for a bit? I don't feel very well. It must be because I remembered so much so quickly. My head feels like it's going to explode. Yes, I think I just need to rest. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Yeah, I know. I just decided to go check on you guys. I waited a long time and nobody showed up. Judging by your face, you haven't found them either. Damn. Where's Kay? You decided to split up? What's up with him? Is he alright? Tired, huh? How are you feeling? I feel tired just looking at you. Your face is like a week-old sock. Who knows? Are you serious? You can't honestly suspect me, can you? I'm just like you. I was kidnapped on December 25th and brought here too. Yeah, it came from the hallway. There's nobody here. Let's try hitting the button. If the door doesn't open immediately, then we'll know the elevator's downstairs. Thought so.
The plot is thickening.
Let's just head for the green door. Because the treatment center's there. That's where Dio and Quark are. You aren't worried? I just want to make sure they're safe. Are you sure? Dio admitted to killing the old woman, but he still insists that he didn't kill Alice or Luna. What if he's telling the truth? Doesn't matter. I just want to know if they're safe. No harm in being careful.
Running.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I was probably getting worried for nothing. How about Dio?
Check his pulse.
Look. The oxygen level for his pod says 0%.
Yep.
Someone must have tampered with the pod and lowered the oxygen levels. Look, we should go tell Kay about this. Come on, let's go!
Yeah, let's just leave Quark, Quark asleep. Okay, we're just gonna leave Quark? Okay.
What is it? What? But why? I thought that Dio was the one who killed the old woman, Alice, and Luna. Then who killed him, if he was the murderer?
There's also Quark. No, I'm just saying that strictly speaking, it's a possibility. So just, take it into consideration.
Well, in that case, Phi, I hate to say it, but doesn't that mean that you could have done it?
Me?
Yes. You could have done it any time after Sigma and I left the Floor B warehouse.
Don't give me that. I was waiting for Clover and Tenmyoji to show up. They never did, though, so I got impatient and went to find you guys. Then I bumped into Sigma in front of the lounge.
I see. So you heard something. Then perhaps it is likely that Clover and Tenmyoji were at fault.
Were the two of you together the whole time you were investigating?
Yes, we were.
You never split up or anything?
In any event, we don't have a great deal of time to discuss it.
Oh.
Alright, let's get back to the Floor B warehouse. Maybe Clover and Tenmyoji are already there.
Oh, where is Dio's bracelet?
Huh?
You didn't take it? Dio was a green solo. Phi and I are the magenta pair.
Shit. You're right. Without Dio's bracelet, we won't be able to open the secondary door.
I fear not. All three of us don't need to go. You two go on ahead. I'll get the bracelet.
All right.
Oh, one other thing. I need to give you these. Yes. Without these, you would be stuck. So, here you are. Please, take them.
All right, let's get going. Maybe they did go through the door, like Kay said. Or... Hey, lay off. I want to believe they're alive too, but...
I apologize for keeping you.
Did you get Dio's bracelet?
Well, technically, yes, but...
Huh?
Best you just see it. This is what I found in Dio's pod.
What?
I assume whoever murdered Dio did this. I can't say for sure, but if I were to guess...
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
With a bracelet like this, I doubt we can get past the secondary door.
That means Kay and I... will...
When the time comes, those 3 doors will automatically close. If anyone is left outside after they close, they'll be penalized.
I see. That's what they wanted. Whoever killed Dio wanted to use the game to kill me and Kay. That's why they broke the bracelet.
I think so. It makes the most sense.
Go on ahead, Sigma. You have those bracelets Kay gave you, right? You should be able to get through the secondary door with those. So just...
But if you stay here, you'll...
Here comes remembering stuff.
The first is an anesthetic called Soparil Beta. The other is a muscle relaxant called tubocurarine. Your bracelet also has a bunch of needles on the inside. If you break the rules, those needles hop out and inject you.
My brother told me about that. Neostigmine is a type of cholinesterase inhibitor. That means it's sort of an antidote for tubocurine.
I knew it!
Give it back. I found it, so it's mine.
the antidote. Sigma, where are you going?
1 minute. 3. Chromatic doors.
Oh dear.
Sigma. Sigma, what the hell did you... Why did you pick me? Then why didn't you inject yourself? You're the biggest idiot on the planet. No, screw this. I don't want to live if it means being in debt to you. No goddamn way. I'm not gonna...
You could open up the suit and take the mask off.
There's nothing in this safe. And he might have killed somebody. Okay. Here we go, 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 here we go.
Sigma.
Just a lot of explaining before they die. I know. Maybe it was 30 minutes. Well, that's when staying alive for the hell of it. Ha, 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 ha.
Yes, your reasoning is correct. I killed him. Because I couldn't forgive him. He took the life of someone very important to me. I couldn't... The old woman. She was like mother to me. She showed me how to see meaning in my life. Yes, I am.
I am.
She was the woman who came here.
She was the
when
woman.
I was 18.
Yep. Yep. Like here.
Sigma, unfortunately, we are out of time. There's...
We're not completely out of time yet.
I made a promise that you would hear it. Do you understand? This is very important. You must pay attention. You cannot forget. If you see...
He still doesn't understand time jumping. A lion with two heads. Remember these letters. M-I-L-K-E-V-O-L-I.
This will open
the second gate. Why don't you just wait a second? And here we go. Bitch, go look at your own thumbnail go look at the thumbnail in the... You saw that face. Go look at the thumbnail of this stream and look at Sigma. You know. Fine, we'll wait until we're done with the stream, which should be very soon. That. And that is K's. You just have, I don't know why it takes forever to get to that, but the thing should appear soon enough. The music should start playing. Da, 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 da. Oh, just making sure. You forget, I can't hear it. Okay. Through the looking glass. Oh, I was hoping this would be a bigger shock to you, but the fact that you didn't even remember, but you didn't remember what Sigma's face looked like, so you were sort of just like, who is that? And I'm like, oh my, it's like the same thing. There's a reason for that. Sure. Anyway, that's 3 endings down and a 4th ending of sorts to go. Up next will be the laboratory, which gives us access to Tenmyoji and Alice's endings. We will be done. Hold on. Come on. Let me go back to the walkthrough, give it a second to load up. Because I don't actually remember where the laboratory ending begins. Look how much we've left, my god. And again, that's not including bad endings. Exactly. No, what do you mean? Yes. No, the entire tree has all the endings. We're just going to go the normal endings. Wait. The laboratory, which is needed for Alice and Tenmyoji's, is yellow, so we'll be going to the yellow door, then we're going to Ally. We already did that. Oh, no, we haven't. All right, so we're going to Ally. Oh, so we allied, and then I went, oh, wait, babe, we were supposed to betray. No. I thought we already had... Yeah, exactly. Oopsie. Okay, whatever. Anyway, so, hi, people. Yeah, yeah. Well, he's being stupid and crazy, and the reason I love him. Thank you all so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful night. It's late. I need to charge my fucking phone. We hope to see you next Thursday. He'll hope to see you on Sunday with a lovely Factorio stream. And I'll hope to see you if I ever start uploading on my channel again. Have a wonderful night, and we love you all. Mwah. And leave a like, subscribe, hit the button, blah, 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 blah. Like Coot, which I'm still very frightened for when we get to the stuff. Well, to be honest, no, the end of any of these routes is going to be... Why? Oh, okay, whatever. Well, yeah, you know, because that's what everybody wants. Oh, God. Okay. I'm sure I will if we ever actually get back to recording. Anyway, bye everybody. We're two gays who play games. Bye, 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 bye.